Chapter 8, Lesson 1, Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The equation is used when given a right triangle. You must have at least two sides, and then you use those two sides to find the third side. So let's look at number 1. It says find the missing side. Okay, we've got our two given sides, and the two that form the 90-degree angle, those are always going to be referenced as the legs. So when you're writing this equation, what you have to know is that A and B are both referencing what we call the legs. So starting with our equation, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Our legs are 4 and 6. We don't know, in this case, our hypotenuse, which is the one always across from the 90-degree angle. That's always going to be the c value. So if you plug in c for x, just like you did the a for the 4 and the b and the 6, that'll set us up nicely to solve for x. So here we get 16, 4 times 4, 36, or 52. Last step, square root both sides. We did this the other day. This breaks down into 4 and 13. After you reduce your answer using square roots, 4 is your perfect square, 13 is just 13. Square root of 4, 2. Number 2. The difference with number 2 is last time our missing part was over here on the right hand side all by itself. But now you'll notice that the two pieces that form the legs, one of the legs is missing. So let's let one of the legs be missing. That's a 6, by the way. Sorry, I know that looks just like my B. And then 12 would be across from the 90-degree angle, making that our hypotenuse, or our C value. Next step, simplify by saying 6 squared is 36, 12 squared is 144, and get x by itself. That's the real only difference in this part of the problem. To get x by itself, you have to move the 36. 108. Same as before, we're going to take 108 and split that into 2. Let's try 36 and 3, which reduces to 6 square root 3. Okay, so there's your review for the Pythagorean theorem. Next, what we're going to be dealing with are special right triangles starting tomorrow and the next day, where we will only be given one side and still be able to solve the problem. To get very good at that, we need to be able to determine what the long and the short sides are of a triangle based on the angles. So in number 3, get my pen. In number 3, it says that we're given the angles, name the longest and the shortest side of each triangle. This is done simply by stating what side is across from which angle. So for instance, let's take this 120, that's definitely the biggest angle, which makes QR the side across from 120, the largest side. Let's say we want the shortest side. Well, in this one there's going to be a tie. And the reason for that is because if you look at the 30s, there's 2 of them, so that's not really the smallest angle. There's a tie for the smallest angle, which means these are both the shortest sides. So QP and PR, or RP, remember order doesn't matter here, are the smallest sides. Let's try another one. Try number 4 on your own. Pause the video. Alright, let's see what you got. For the largest side, you should get PQ, because that's across from 100, bigger than 40 and 40. PQ. And for the smallest side, there's another tie. That would either be RQ across from that 40, or you could say PR across from the other 40. Number 5 is a little different because we can tell which is the biggest, the smallest, and which one will go in the middle. So here's something that might help you. If we list them by angle first from smallest to biggest. So we've got 30 degrees, 65 degrees, 85 degrees. Now this is definitely the small, medium, and large when we talk about angles, but when we talk about sides, it'll also still be true. So 30 is across from AC. 65 is across from AB. And lastly, 85 is across from BC. So this is the largest side, this is the medium side, this is the smallest side. We're going to finish up with number 6. If you'd like to try this one on your own, pause the video. If you're good with this, you can go ahead and go to the assignment. Next will be the answer to number 6. Both assignments are located on Canvas. If you have any questions, just go back through the video or feel free to send me a message.